Hey lovelies, welcome back to Make Life Easy with Faith. It's your girl Faith Odhiambo and I'm back again with another chapati recipe video. I hope you guys are doing fantastic as I am. If you have not watched our first chapati recipe video, which was the butter or pumpkin chapatis, kindly look for it down just before this video and watch it. So for today's chapati, we are doing only flour. So I've put in some flour and added salt, and I'll add water and oil. That is all we need to make these our fluffy, soft, layered chapatis. Enjoy the video, guys. I'm using warm water to knead my dough. So I'll just add that to my mixture of flour that I had added salt. There are people who also add sugar. Depends with your preference or your taste. For me, my chapatis, I love them with salt only. Does not make sense for me to put sugar in chapati, but if it does to you, well and good. So once I've added water, I'll keep kneading and adding water and adding flour until I get my dough to where I need it to be. So I'll just keep repeating that until I get what I want. So the reason why I add little by little is so that I don't overdo the water and I also don't overdo the flour. Let me know if you measure your flour. There are people who measure 4 cups of flour and maybe 2 cups of water, and they know that it's going to be enough. For me, I use my eyes to decide enough is enough. I don't know how to measure. So in case you do, let us know how many cups go with how many cups of flour goes with how many cups of water, because I have no idea, and I'm sure we are a couple of us, so we can learn from each other. Talk to us on the comment section. I'd also love to know where you're watching us from. Let me know from which country and which city you are watching us from, and how you call chapati, maybe in your mother tongue or your native language. So once I've done the dough to the consistency that I want, which is this, I have added a few spoons of oil. The oil is just to soften the chapati more. So you can put oil at this point, or you can put oil when you're doing the 2 small balls. Putting oil is also very optional. Depends with what you want and how you make your dough. But this is my style. It's what works for me, and it is what gets me that soft dough that I am going for. So as I told you on the other video, I know that my dough is ready when everything is coming off the container where I'm kneading. Like in this instance, I'm using a basin. So when the dough is coming off very easily from the basin, I know it is ready. Then for this, I decided to cover with a wet kitchen towel, a wet clean kitchen towel, so that I let the dough rest for it to be softer, of which this is a step that is not a must. It's optional if you know how to do soft dough, but making it rest makes it more soft. So I had forgotten to show you guys doing the balls, but I had done big balls, and here I was just doing smaller balls while applying oil to it. Remember, this step of applying oil is also optional. You can choose to use just flour in case you don't want to use a lot of oil for your chapati. So so you can just sprinkle the flour alone without the oil. That is, if you had already put oil in the first place the way I had done it, you don't have to put oil again. So for the layers, this is the secret to the layers of the chapatis, what you're currently seeing. Doing the balls in a circular continuous motion. That is where the layers come from. Hakuna mali pengine layers hutoka, guys. I know this for a fact. So you do this to form those layers. It's a step that if you skip, then forget about the layers. So if you're going for soft layered chapatis, the layers come from making these balls the way I am doing. I don't know what name is given to that particular process, but that is just how it's done. And guys, I plan to do more chapati recipes. This is not the last one, so stick around in case you want to see how carrot chapatis are made. We already did pumpkin chapatis, so that for that recipe you can look down there at our channel and you'll get it. If you want to see butter chapatis, that is definitely the next recipe I'll be doing, because butter chapatis just come out soft and I love them. So if you want to see butter chapatis, onion chapatis, ghee chapatis, the recipes will be coming back to back and you'll be spoiled for choice. Keep it here. If you have not subscribed, kindly click that black button. It is absolutely free and it takes less than 2 seconds to subscribe. So please subscribe, guys. And you can as well like this video so that it is recommended to more people who'd want to learn how to make chapatis. So I repeat the process of making the balls to all the dough until it's done before I can move to the next step. And I've said this is the way to get your layers. In case you have any other way, let me know it on the comment section and I'll gladly try it out. So share with me. And if you have a YouTube channel that you have done it, maybe you can recommend it for us down there so that we can watch it and see how you do it. And guys, forgive my voice. I'm having a cold that has just come and I had planned to do this voiceover at this time and I cannot afford to miss doing it, because if I do, my whole itinerary for the day will be spoiled. So just forgive my voice. I hope when I do the next video, I'll be okay. And I hope it's not irritating. So sorry about that. And I'd like to know, what do you have your chapatis with? Do you prefer chapatis with dengu? Do you prefer your chapati with meat? Do you prefer your chapati with maybe minji, that is peas? What do you have your chapatis with? And also, how do you call your chapatis in your native language? How are they called, like in your mother tongue or where you're from? I know there are places where they call them parantas. Is it parantas or something? Yeah. So over here we call them chapatis. So once I've done making the balls, I'll go ahead and just put out my chapati one side after the other, careful not to interfere with the shape, or so that I can come up with that circular shape. That is something that I'm still struggling with, but it's coming along nicely. As you can see, I am not that bad off. So to burn your chapatis, you just put it in the pan and then one side let it heat up and then turn it to the other side. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and apply oil onto it and just let it cook. Chapatis are one of the easiest meals to make, for sure, I can say, if you're already used to them. I hope by now you can see the layers I was talking about. And if you're not salivating at this point, then you must be having a problem. So I'll just repeat that process one after the other until I'm done with all the chapatis. And for me, on this day, I made around 28 chapatis from a 2 kg unga. Let me know how many chapatis you also make from a 2 kg unga. And how good are you at making these circular shapes? Do they come out circular or they come out looking like map of Africa or maybe the map of Kenya? And in case you have like a trick on how to make your chapati to be well circular, kindly let us know that as well. So as I said, I repeat this process to each and every chapati until I finish the last one. Just look at how nice they look. What accompaniment would you have your chapati with? Also, let me know that on the comment section. And which flavor do you think we should do next? Is it butternut or butter or ghee or carrot chapatis? What should we do next? Your request will be my command. Look at the layers, guys. Look at the layers. Those layers are goals. So let me know what you think. As I said, I'll repeat this one after the other until I'm done with all the chapatis that I'm making. Let me know what you think on the comment section about our soft layered chapati. And as I said, which ones you'd like us to make next.